A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant legal development, a federal district court in Texas has issued a temporary injunction against a state law that would have mandated the display of the Ten Commandments in every public school classroom. This ruling, delivered by U.S. District Court Judge Fred Beery, comes just weeks before the law was set to take effect on September 1st. The case, known as Rabbi Nathan versus Alamo Heights Independent School District, arises from concerns that the law violates the First Amendment's establishment and free exercise clauses. The controversial Texas Senate Bill 10 was signed into law by Governor Greg Abbott earlier this year, sparking immediate backlash from various families and advocacy groups. The law required public schools to display a 16 by 20-inch poster or framed copy of a specific English version of the Ten Commandments, which many parents argued infringed upon their rights to direct their children's religious education and imposed religious mandates within public educational settings. In his ruling, Judge Beery expressed that the requirement to display the Ten Commandments could lead to unconstitutional religious coercion. He noted that such displays could pressure students to engage in religious observance, potentially suppressing their own beliefs and backgrounds. The judge emphasized that the law was likely to create an environment where students felt compelled to conform to a state-favored religious narrative, undermining the diversity of beliefs represented within the student body. The lawsuit was filed in late June by a coalition of families representing a variety of religious backgrounds, including Christian, Jewish, Hindu, Unitarian Universalist, and non-religious families. They were supported by organizations such as the American Civil Liberties Union of Texas, Americans United for Separation of Church and State, and the Freedom from Religion Foundation. Rabbi Mara Nathan, one of the plaintiffs, hailed the ruling as a triumph for parental rights, asserting that the responsibility of instilling religious beliefs lies with families and faith communities, not with government entities. Heather L. Weaver, senior counsel for the ACLU's program on freedom of religion and belief, echoed this sentiment, stating that the ruling safeguards the inclusivity of public schools. Public schools are not Sunday schools, Weaver remarked, underscoring the importance of maintaining a secular educational environment. In response to the ruling, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton defended the law, asserting that the Ten Commandments represent a cornerstone of the state's moral and legal heritage. Paxton announced plans to appeal the court's decision, arguing that the presence of the Ten Commandments in classrooms serves as a reminder of the values that underpin responsible citizenship. He expressed his commitment to uphold what he termed the foundational principles of the nation, stating, "Texas will always defend our right to uphold the foundational principles that have built this nation, and I will absolutely be appealing this flawed decision." The legal battle over the Ten Commandments in public schools reflects a broader national discourse on the separation of church and state. Similar laws in other states, such as Louisiana and Arkansas, have faced legal challenges, with courts ruling against measures that promote religious displays in public education. Judge Beery's decision, outlined in a detailed 55-page ruling, highlighted the potential consequences of the law, noting that while the Ten Commandments would not be directly taught, the presence of such displays could lead to questions from students that teachers might feel obligated to address. This, he argued, could inadvertently lead to the promotion of a specific religious viewpoint in a public school setting. The ruling has sparked a mixed response from the public, with supporters of the law arguing that the Ten Commandments embody essential moral principles that have historically influenced American law and culture. Critics, however, maintain that such mandates infringe upon the rights of families to guide their children's religious education and undermine the secular nature of public schooling. As the state prepares to appeal the ruling, the implications of this case could extend beyond Texas, potentially setting a precedent for similar legal challenges across the country. The intersection of education, religion, and law continues to be a contentious issue in American society, and this latest development adds another layer to the ongoing debate about the role of religious expression in public spaces. The outcome of the appeal may ultimately determine whether the Ten Commandments will find a place in Texas classrooms or if the court's ruling will stand as a protective measure for the separation of church and state in public education. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, So hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.